Hi everyone, it's me Arya. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have a fun surprise planned for you. Could you guess what it is? It's not rainbow loom this time, it's not beading, but we are going to be knitting, and that's why I have yarn and a hat. Could you guess what we're going to be knitting? Well, we're going to be knitting a hat. You know, fall is coming around the corner and it's getting pretty chilly. So you need something warm to keep you nice and cozy during the winters. So that's why I'm going to show you how to make a hat. And one more important thing, that please use thick yarn, not thin yarn, or else there'll be large holes in your hat and you don't want to feel chilly during the winters. So let's get started. As you can see, I made some stuff out. I knitted some stuff, and I knitted a hat for my brother. So this is a phone case I knitted for my mom. This is a purse I knitted with a flap, and I'll put it on to show you right now. So it's like that. It's over here. And you can make many things out of yarn, and they're really easy to make rather than rainbow loom, spending so much time. And this is a scarf I knitted for my mom, and it has tassels on it. And it took me so long to make it for a surprise. And finally, a big bag. So this is basically a carry bag I knitted. Trust me, I knitted all of these. Not my mom, not my dad, no one. I knitted them. I've spent like a lot of time making this. So yeah, these are the gadgets. And in my next coming video, next week I hope, I'm going to show you how to make this purse. So follow along to my tutorial. Let me just stack these up again. So now for the fun part, let's get started. And I'm using this color of yarn. Could you see how pretty it is? And like, this is the brand, I think it's called Burnett Baby Blanket. So cute. So I'm gonna open it up right now. Wow, look how cute. It's so soft. Look how packed. It looks like a candy inside here. So anyways, it's good. And just to let you know that if you want to make a small baby hat, it will be 24 pegs. If you want to make a medium hat for a young child or toddler, you can make for a baby teddy bear or doll, 24 pegs. A medium hat, young child or toddler, equals 32 pegs. Large hat equals 36 pegs. Extra large hat equals 42 pegs. I'm going to be making a large hat because this is large and I know it fits me. So the supplies you'll be needing are, of course, yarn, cozy yarn, thick yarn, or else how will we knit this without yarn? With rainbow loom? No. So, and you'll need scissors, handy scissors, a knitting hook, and a knitting glue. So let's get started. First, you want to unravel some yarn from your ball of yarn, like that much, I guess, first. And then you'll also need a rainbow loom band or any type of rubber band and mark it. So like 36 pegs are from here to here. And yeah, and then 24 pegs, you could find it. You have to count by twos to find your pegs because they're all even numbers. So if you want to find your peg, you only have to go 2, 4, 6, 8, down, down, down. And then on, like, suppose this is 24. These are 24 pegs, including these two. So you have to mark your band here so you don't go these two. So you only go all around here. So now let's get started. First, you don't want your hat to come loose, right? So we have to tie a slip knot. To do this, just take your yarn. Make sure you don't do it at the very tip. Just leave some yarn. And then, like, you wrap it around your finger, like that. Let it go. You have, like, this piece, this loop, and this side that is attached to your ball of yarn, not the open end over here that you start with. Like, it's over here, and bring it through your loop. And, yeah, and then pull it through like that. So that's how you make a slip knot. But do not pull it tight until we put it on our knitting loom. So that's my arcing band. I'm going to keep mine on the first peg and then tighten it up there. So that's how you do it. And don't make your loops too tight when you knit. So now we're going to be doing an E-wrap stitch. To do this, don't wrap on this peg, go on the next peg, go around like that, come back up, and do that again. So go up, wrap around that peg, and come back and do the same thing again. And I totally love these colors that my yarn has. This is so cute. I want to see if I can last this yarn forever. It's the best yarn ever. So keep wrapping, and when you reach your last point, so I've done like half of 36 right now. So then I have to do another half. So don't go on these pegs. If you're doing large, do not go on these pegs. So yeah, then you just go over here when you're gonna like go around like that. Don't go like this. Go up straight, around, turn your loom around to the other side. Just gonna pull some yarn and keep doing that from the other side. And just to say, you don't have to use the rectangular loom. You could use the round knitting loom too. And obviously, all the supplies I got are from my local craft store, Michael's. So keep doing that all the way around. Keep unraveling some yarn. Oops. And make sure that do not cut off like this pieces from your yarn. It's because I don't know but do not. Okay, we're gonna do that at the end. So then if you do that, your hat will be spoiled, and I don't want it to get spoiled. So keep it attached. And then when you come to your last peg, I know you're gonna do this again, but don't, the same step that I showed you over here, go on the peg in front of it. Now, how would we hook without like 2 layers? So basically, when you hook that peg, just push everything down from your knitting loom. I love smiling. And then you just go around all the way again. And if you want, you could even turn your loom. Oops, that's what happens when you don't take care of your yarn that much. Keep doing that. I'm going to go a bit faster, but if you do not know the steps, you could just rewind the video or pause it if I'm going too fast. Unravel some more yarn. So when you reach the last peg, do not go on this peg again. Hold your yarn there. And now it's oops, I never held it. So now take your knitting hook, and you know the bottom layer, right? The bottom loop. Take your knitting hook like that and hook it over the top. Hold that piece of yarn over the top. Push it down. Do it again. Oh, bottom loop over the top. Push down. Bottom loop over the top. Push down. Bottom loop over the top and push down. So keep doing this. So then one row would be formed. And then switch the sides. Here. Push down. And it's okay if your loops get loose. It's because like that's the part of the process. I went through this before when I was making my hat, which is on me right now. And yeah, but don't do it too tight. I mean, don't wrap it around too tight. Last one. So then if you quite didn't push it down that much, you want to push it down now. There we go. Looks pretty much like that. It should come out like that a bit. Don't pull it. It'll come down gradually. Now since we did that, right, this strand, it might come in your way, so you could just put it inside. That. Or you could just let it be outside. I know I'm just going to try to pull it in if I could. Just squeeze it in. I think it's that strand. Yeah, it's that strand, and then you could leave it like that. It's okay. And now for the other part. So you end it here, but do not wrap it on the peg that is attached to it. Like, do not go like boom and all the way like that. You start from like here, like from the next peg. Just go this peg, go around from the left. From the right. From the right, go around and come back like that. And then continue your E-wrap stitch. And again, pause the video if I'm going too much fast. And then if you forgot the steps again, you could just rewind the video. Just pull out some more yarn. And from time to time, you will have to pull out some more yarn because you don't want it to get like hard to knit. And you wouldn't have to like do it 2 times because there's already a bottom loop. And you'll want to continue this. You don't have to do 2 rows when you're already doing it because there will always be a bottom row. So yeah. And now for the hooking process. Start on this peg and hold your yarn on the last peg that you looped it around. Hold it there. Do not wrap it on this. And then take the bottom loop. I'll try to take the bottom loop over the top. Push down. Over the top. Push down. Bottom loop over the top. Push down. And keep knitting. Oops. And make sure that you're concentrating on this. And like, it's really cool to knit a hat actually. And then it's really cool to actually knit a hat. And actually, very cool actually that you are making a thing which is usually store-bought. The first time I tried this, I was like, wow, I actually knitted a hat. So cool. And it's actually really cool. You feel lots of pride and you achieve something big. And yeah. Let me just do the last one. So now push down every loop. And now since I told you the process, right? I told you the process. If you still don't understand, rewind the video or pause the video and then wait for the next step. Now the next step is to finish your hat. And you have to measure it to how much you want it. So I'm going to measure mine from time to time, and you have to do that too. And keep continuing this, and you could always rewind the video and watch it again. So I'm going to continue my hat and then show you the end process. Bye-bye. Okay, everybody. So this is my hat I finished. Now I'll show you how to end it. So now it's time to cut your piece of yarn, and you want to cut more than enough. Probably, I want to cut that much, more than enough yarn. And after you cut that, now take like your thing, your like hook, and then you'll need your rainbow loom hook or crochet hook. So I'm gonna use my rainbow loom hook. You're gonna go down from this peg, and then the yarn, pull it up, the piece that you cut, but not from that point. You just go like that, and then you have to like pull it off, and then bring all of the yarn through that. You have to pull it all the way through. Like that. And then do the same thing with your second peg. You have to do the same thing. Like that. Bring it in. Make sure it's over here. Bring it, pull it off the peg, and then bring the whole thing through. Like that. And keep doing that. Stick your crochet hook or rainbow hook in. Then do that. And then do the same thing again. Just put it in. Take it in. Take it off, pop it off. Whole thing in through. Just want to keep doing this. This part is actually really fun. And it requires lots of pulling. And so keep doing this all the way around your loom. And since I only showed you about this much, right? So it's because like I also need my time to finish it, and then you won't like me watching me do all of this, right? So I'm gonna finish mine and then show you the next step. Okay, everyone. So I did the whole loom. And plus, I just have to pop these two off. So after that, plus you have to go all the way around your loom. And I have one more left. So I'm going to do that last little one. Just stick your hook in. Bring the yarn through. Just bring my yarn here. Through. Pop it off, pull the rest of my yarn through. And now, what you want to do is oops, my yarn got stuck. And then you want to pull all of the strand of the yarn. Pull more of it until you can't see anything else. Just a bit of this hold. So pull a bit more, as much as you could. I don't want to make it that tight, so I'm just pulling as much as I could. I don't want to break my strand. So after that, you could do a bit sewing like I am. So all you have to do is, you just have to take this piece, stick your hook across from it, like that, and then bring that piece of yarn through, onto your hook, rainbow loom hook, and bring it through that. Just pull more, and then you could do the same on the other side. Just the last time, because I think I don't need much of the sewing now. Just stick it through. Yes, now I got it. And then you want to put it through and then bring it through, put it through and bring it through. That. So it's also up. And since we want to secure our heart, we have to we have to tie a knot. So just tie a knot at the tip. I'm going to tie it as close. And remember to tie it as close as you could to the tip. So I'm tying it as close as I could to the tip. So as you can see, there's a still remaining, so I'm going to try another time. And remember, you can try how many times you want to try. I'm just going to try it again. closer. More closer. There we go. I got it. Finally. A bit more closer than before. So if you want, you could do triple knot, what I'm going to do again. So then my hat doesn't come undone. Because it took me a long time. So get it closer, get it closer. There. And then all you want to do is, like, you want to make it more secured. So you want to do is, like, take this strand, right? And then you want to put it through one loop. I think the loop is this loop. This loop. Put it through. Just gonna try to put it through. Come on, yarn, you have to cooperate. Yeah, put it through and make sure there's a loop here. And don't put all the way through. And make sure there's a loop remaining. And then stick your end back through the loop which is remaining. That. And pull it through, all the way through. So then, you formed a knot, tight knot. And then all you can do is cut it off. Scissors. Cut it off. That much. I don't want to cut it all the way off. It's because, you know, I don't want it to come undone, and who knows, it could come undone. So I'm going to tighten my knot. And I'm going to tug this in. So I'm going to go inside my hat. Find a loop. And tuck that strand as much as I could inside. Just see. So now it's tucked in. It's good. No one could see nothing. And now since this one is a bit loose too, so we're gonna tie a knot. Just a simple knot, and then the other way we tied it. Like you could do a simple knot, but I just did a simple knot. And I'm gonna do the other one that I did. Stick your yarn through a loop, but make sure you don't bring it all the way through. And make sure there's a loop remaining, and then stick your end back through that loop and pull tight. There we go. Double or triple knotted. And then you want to cut it off, but not too much. Just gonna let it be that much. And then that's my hat. And guess what? We are not making a pom-pom. We are not making this simple. We are making the one store bra. You know those ones which come down over here? And this one I made a come down. So we're gonna make those, and you could just make them short if you want, like just for fashion, or you could make them long enough to tie. So to do this, take your yarn, make a simple slip knot, and leave some yarn. That. Make a slip knot. If you don't know how to make it, check the check the beginning of the video on how to make it. So you made that, right? And you want to keep making slip knots. All you have to do is then keep it back on your finger and wrap around. But we don't want to do that. We only have to, then after wrapping around the bottom loop on your finger, bring it over the top. Over the top, and then pull that loop to make a design, and then do that again. Bottom loop over the top, pull, bottom loop over the top, pull, that. If you want, I could show you more closely. I'm just gonna restart for you. Make a slip knot. If you don't know how to make it, check the beginning of my video again. Technically. And then wrap it around again on your finger with that loop on. Then put it over and then pull it. And then do that again. Wrap it around, bottom loop over the top, and then put it on your finger. After pulling it, put it on your finger, wrap your yarn around again, and then take the bottom loop over the top, pull, ooh, not all the way, and then keep repeating this process. And you want to make 2 of these and following the same process, and leave some yarn over here before starting, and then I'll show you how to add the braids. Okay everyone, so just to let you know, for making your strands, 2 of the strands, that when you reach your last loop, and make sure you already have some cutted yarn and you're using that for your strand, cut some, more than enough, like probably about 7 to 8 inches, and then when you're done, and so yeah, and then I just wanted to say, not 7 to 8 inches, actually as much yarn you want to use. And now I'm working on my second braid. Which side? So like that, I'm gonna continue my second braid, easy as pie. Sure not to make it too tight or too loose. Just gonna get a bit tight technically, medium. Keep doing that. And so now I'm gonna measure how much I did. So how should I measure from here to here? So I have quite more to do. So I'm gonna finish this and come back. Okay everyone, so make sure you make them the same size. And now for the attachment, drum roll, please. Okay, now let's start. Now start from the ends, like from the sides, and take the strand, like the simple strand, which is not like the designed one, just the simple one, which is attached to the side, and put it through a loop where you want to put it. So I'm gonna keep it like, I'm gonna put it here, around here somewhere. How about here, and then bring it through, and then you'll see this, right? This part, like the knotted braided part. So then you want to tie a knot between the braided part, and like the non-braided part. So just tie a knot with those 2 together. Another knot. And make sure when you're making a knot, only bring like the strand, the simple strand of yarn, not the designed yarn through. And yeah, so that's done. And then you could cut off the excess, tie the knots tight. I'm gonna tie it more tight. And cut it off. And then the extra yarn, just cut it off a bit. And then you just want to do the same on the other side. And choose this strand. Find that point. Probably I sticked it in through here. And stuck it in through and sticked it in. Pull a bit. And then tie a knot. As you can see, I'm only bringing the simple strand of yarn through, because you don't want to do the design part through, or else something like wrong might happen. Tie your knots, super duper 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 tight. The last one, super tight. Now done, I'm gonna cut it off. And the moment of truth is waiting. Now it's the moment of truth. First, look at this. Now, moving the set. Close your eyes and get ready. This is my new hat. And this will keep me warm and cozy during the winters. I'm working on my opera singing. And look at these braids. Look how cute they are. I'm going to see them in the mirror. And so conditioner. It's so cozy. It's so cozy. I hope you all enjoy this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And bye-bye.